Crash Twinsanity, a game that has potential to be something great, ruined by mismanagement that left the game a skeleton rather than a fully realized creation. Even still, I would consider this one of my favorite Crash games. I've beaten it countless times, but I wanted a different challenge. In today's video, I'll be getting every achievement in Crash Twinsanity using RetroAchievements, a site that adds achievement support to your favorite retro games. Let's begin. This set has 64 achievements ranging from general completion, deathless and damageless achievements, and a full speedrun of the game. The game kicks off with Cortex cosplaying as Coco trick Crash into an attempt to kill him. We start in Twinsanity Island, the first hub world. The game is open world hubs with interconnected levels that piece the worlds together. There are 6 color gems in each level and hub world earning an achievement for each. Starting off, I used these stupid chickens to blow up nitros for the first gem. The second one is on a distant island using these worms and a bridge to get across, while I got the third one from using a cannon to bomb these tiki miles to platform across for the gem. The rest will come later on. Now for Jungle Boogie, the first real level of the game. Before we go on, I pushed this bomb to the tiki mile for the first gem here. This level acts as a tutorial level that explains the mechanics of the game. Crash's moveset is the same minus the power-ups he got. Off to the side, I used the bombs again for another gem, but a few will require a slide to get across branches. And on the back side by the coast, another gem is hiding. The first achievement pop I got was for getting invincibility through 3 Uka Uka masks. Then another achievement for getting a life through collecting 100 Wampa fruit. After the body slamming tutorial cutscene, there's another gem on metal crates that you can reach with blowing up nitros, and a green gem on top of a pillar by the first worm. The last gem is on the pillar climbing up, getting jungle trinkets. I would like to point out this hilarious cutscene as this game has a great sense of humor.
Hey! Yeah, you! I've been doing this for 10 stinking years! Back and forward, and I'm sick of it! Well, I'm not gonna do it no more!
Upon meeting Cortex, I got the Doctor in drag for beating Jungle Boogie deathless. The first boss of the game is Cortex, very on brand. All bosses have damageless achievements. For Cortex, he shoots his blaster and I have to spin back the big blast. Eventually, he uses bombs to break down the platforms, making it harder to dodge the blast. However, beating him goes into the next phase of his boss, Engine and the Mecha Bandicoot. For this phase, dodge the saw blade and missiles and spin back the blast. I got achievements for beating Mecha Bandicoot damageless and for beating Jungle Boogie normally. After the fight, Crash and Cortex fall down into a ball of violence. For the next level, Cavern Catastrophe. We'll be in this mode for the first half of the level. The first gem is behind the skull root. The second gem is down the right path at the fork. Another gimmick of this level is that these big crystals have to be hit in sequential order in order to activate certain things. Moving on, the third gem is over this admittedly scary path, and the fourth gem is in this gear section. I missed it, but don't worry, you can always come back to this level later to get the gems you missed, or you can make a backup save. I got an achievement for getting the crystal in Cavern Catastrophe. Then we go into this combat sequence with ant enemies. Yes, they are ants for whatever reason. After disabling the ship, we grab Cortex and the crystal and are introduced to the Twinsanity gimmick. That's what I'm gonna call it. In these segments, Crash can spin, slam, and throw Cortex to reach levers and gems like this one. In the final section, we are getting chased by a giant drill. We can slow it down by hitting the crystals to drop rocks on top of it. Before escaping, I got another gem and a chance to watch Crash moonwalk. I also got an achievement for beating Cavern Catastrophe deathless. Between levels, I grabbed 2 more gems in Twinsanity Island before heading to the next level of the game. Due to the evil twins taking Cortex's brain and shaking it up, Cortex gets dealt a series of unfortunate events. I have to escort him to safety by releasing traps and killing enemies in his path. I grabbed a green gem before the beehive falls on his face, then I blew myself up for a gem, forcing me to reset. I beat the level and got the deathless achievement for this segment. Papu Papu returns and kidnaps Cortex, so we have to follow behind him. Next was the boat section with guards and watchtowers. When they peek, we crouch behind plants and in the boats to avoid getting speared. Also, this soundtrack is peaked since I haven't mentioned it yet. I got the deathless achievement for this segment and continued on. In this beach area, I skipped a rock across the water for another gem, and after a platforming section, we're in the village. We have to save Cortex and grab the crystal. There's this worm here that we have to body slam across the map to reach the top. Be careful of the guys with spears, their hitbox is deceptively annoying. There's a platforming puzzle on the roof for another gem, and a blue gem in a hut behind the waterfall. Then I died by something? After a quick reset, I grabbed the achievement for the crystal in Totem Hokum and saved Cortex. But then Papu Papu sends his tribe after us. We got another chase section, and this one is pretty easy. I got the last gem for all gems in Totem Hokum achievement, and then finished the worm chase section for the Deathless achievement. On the way to the next area, we got the 30th life for an achievement as well. We met Farmer Ernest and watch how Cortex does this man dirty.
With greedy worms, if you rid my land of these pests, I'll give you this power crystal.
I got an achievement for taking his crystal. And then to move forward, I did this worm minigame. I had to beat it in 23 seconds for an achievement, which I did obviously. Then we have the next boss, Tikimon. He shoots lasers and slams the ground with his hands. Fairly easy boss, not gonna lie. When he yells, throw Cortex in and kill minions while he chokes. Sheesh, that's dark. I beat him damageless for another achievement. Before leaving for the next hub world, I got the last gem for all gems in Twinsanity Island, giving me the achievement. After we hop on the boat, we got another achievement for getting to the iceberg lab. Here, Cortex has an idea to defeat the evil twins, but he can't open the door. Before going into the caves, we get the gems here. The gems are fairly simple to get in one go. There's just one underneath an ice platform that you have to maneuver around for. I got the achievement for all gems in Iceberg Lab. Ice Climb was the next level up. The lower part is full of flying bats and rocket penguins. I fell in the water and died. Great. I ended up missing a gem near the beginning, so I'll be back for it later on. I grabbed 2 gems as I climbed up gears and platforms, and I got the achievement for getting the crystal and ice climb, and this amazing cutscene follows. Next we do another Twinsanity segment. I shoot Cortex across to get over and under these flaming pipes, and then I grab the remaining 3 gems in this section as well. Again, they are out in the open, just have to do a little bit of puzzle solving. Somehow after getting a gem I fell in between 2 metal boxes and died again. Still didn't get that last gem this run, so screw it. We made it to the top and got an achievement for beating the ice climb deathless. After smashing the ice wall, Uka Uka returns. We get the first ever real boss fight against him, but it's not that spectacular. He turns into an ice monster. We need to throw Cortex to switches and slam the button in the middle to set off fire to damage Uka Uka. I got hit by his icicle attack and had to reset, then he jumped on me on the last phase. 3rd time's a charm, however. I beat him and got the damageless achievement. After the mask failed to stop the twins, we have this combat section. Throw Cortex away as he can increase the chances of you getting hit. Afterwards, the mask wants to give Cortex up to the twins, but he convinces Crash to team up with him. In order to reach Engine, we had to travel down the mountain. Crash decides to kick Cortex off into a skateboard section. Now normally this would be my favorite level, but not in a completionist setting. Crash and Cortex don't control well and I'm constantly bumping around. It makes getting the gems tricky. There's also a time attack achievement for this level too, which I won't be doing right away either. Eventually I gave up on getting all the gems in one go for this run and just focused on beating the level. This is a fun level and I like what they were trying to go for, but not everything works. After so many failed attempts, I decided to reset. I grabbed the crystal at the end of the level for an achievement and managed to get all gems for that achievement as well. After interrupting Dingodile, we head into the next level, High Sea Hijinks. This level is annoying as hell. Platforms constantly moving around, resulting in death. You have these rockets that somehow damage me, I can't make this shit up. The gems are thankfully in easy to reach areas, well except for the one in this water room. You have to platform using the rotating metal thing, and it can be a bit tricky to make it to the platforms up top. At the end of the level, I got the achievements for getting through High Sea Hijinks, Deathless, and getting the crystal before fighting the next boss. And that boss is Engine. Unlike his other fights, this one sucks. Just run around and avoid the missiles, get by one of the pillars, let the TNT blow it up. Repeat 2 more times and you win. Now we got another chase scene, and this one's pretty fun. Rusty Walrus chases us down. I got the last gem of the level, but died right after. I reset to the beginning to do the Deathless run. This level is simple, just try not to double jump as it'll slow you down a bit. I got that achievement for beating the Deathless. And then we had another boss fight. Goddamn. And Trophy and Embryo confront us for another piss poor boss. Look, I know I'm crapping on them a lot, but I mean, they aren't great. Embryo gets big and jumps around and leaves. Yes, that's it. Then Trophy splits the ice and we have to do platforming around until he drops the shield to attack. Repeat this 2 times and you win. What did they do to them? I got another damageless achievement for beating the 2 of them and can move on to the next hub world. Coco returns to ruin the Cyclotron and gets frozen for her efforts. Now we need the help of Nina Cortex and have to go to the Academy of Evil to get her. After the cutscene, we get to play as Cortex for the first time. He uses his blaster to take out enemies. It auto locks and I can hit crates for more ammo. Once that's done, I get an achievement for getting to Academy of Evil. This hub brings the spooky vibes for sure. I can get almost all the gems in one go, but the last one is on the roof, which I won't be able to reach until we are about to leave the area. After Cortex makes a fool of himself as per usual, we head into the Boiler Room of Doom. This level sees Cortex getting piped.
What did he say?
We have to roll him through these machines to unlock doors and make paths to continue forward. You also have these areas where I have to spin valves to make sure paths are available for Cortex to continue. The gems are tucked away on the side, so be sure to check surroundings as you progress throughout. About midway through the level, I died to this stupid ass bat as I was trying to platform across. I kept going, however, worrying about the Deathless achievement later. Near the end, I got the final gem for the All Gems achievement for Boiler Room of Doom. And the crystal as well. And we reach Dingodile again, but this time he wants to fight. This is the best boss in the game, I don't care what anyone says. To damage him, you have to make him fire at the tombstones, hit the button, and damage him after the water puts out the fire surrounding him. His attacks involve shooting fireballs, doing a sweeping fire beam that can go up and down, and a firewall. The last 2 attacks he can actually fake you out and switch sides, so be careful. I took care of him and got the damageless achievement. Classroom Chaos, my favorite level in the game. It's a 2-part level. Part 1 is with Crash. We have to sneak past hall monitors and navigate these classrooms. Closer to the end of Crash's section, we have this rising acid room. It's pretty straightforward and you can do skips like this one. The last gem of the section is also here as well. I got the crystal and its achievement as well, along with the achievement for beating Crash's section Deathless. Now for Cortex's part. There are these sections where we are getting chased by spiders. Be mindful of spamming your blaster as it can blow up TNTs and nitros that are off screen. There are also these annoying rooms with these frog things spawning that don't tell you how long it will last. Just shoot and run around until the door opens. Outside of that, the rest of the level is standard. You can take out these janitors with the kids that run out if you ring the bell. You grab the final gem of the level for an achievement before finally meeting Nina. After the cutscene, I also get the achievement for getting through Cortex's segment Deathless. Rooftop Rampage, the only Nina level in the game, which is such a shame. Bro, look at this. Thankfully, it was at the beginning of the level, so I still had another attempt at the Deathless achievement, right? Anyways, Nina's kit includes a grapple, spin, and this stupid punch thing that I rarely use. I died again after the cutscene. Bro, why does this game have fatal fall damage? Near the end of the level, we actually get chased by a blimp carrying a bus. This part is also annoying as I feel like it's moving faster than Nina. I grabbed the last gem and the achievement for all gems in Rooftop Rampage, along with the achievement for the crystal. At least I'm not leaving empty-handed. Next, we take up Cortex for his solo boss against Madame Amberly. Her boss sees us running around on organ pipes, avoiding her electric shocks and fire. After she's done, she will launch out bells that I have to shoot down to reveal her weak spot on her back. You have to hit all the bells, or you'll have to redo the phase. Pretty straightforward boss, so I beat her and get the damageless achievement as well. We return to Crash and head to the rooftops. I grabbed that aforementioned gem up here for the final gem and the achievement for all gems in Academy of Evil. After a flashback with Cortex, we return to the Iceberg lab to fix the Cyclotron and head to a new dimension. We grab the achievement for getting to Twinsanity Island. Evil Crash abducts Nina, so now we have to chase after him. This is the final hub and a pseudo-clone of Insanity Island and Iceberg have combined. Cortex once again finds himself in an unfortunate situation. Like Slip Slide, Rock Slide Rumble is a pain in the ass. A few of the gems are in some tricky spots like this one that cause some deaths. Also like Slip Slide, it has a time attack achievement which I won't be doing yet. Bro, trying to get this gem in this TNT tunnel was insane. But I got it and the achievement for all gems on Rockside Rumble. And eventually the achievement for getting the crystal as well. After climbing out, we reach the island properly. The music here is a vibe. Getting the gems, not so much. All the gems here have an easy looking puzzle and concept, but the execution is annoying. This hub brings in these rolling balls like how Insanity Island did with the bombs. Some puzzles require me to spin or slide them into switches, or roll them along moving platforms or crates. I literally have an entire recording dedicated to getting this first gem alone. However, I eventually grabbed the remaining gems for all gems in Twinsanity Island. I hate this. After Evil Crash chases after Cortex, we have another Escort level. This one ups the challenge with more hazards and waiting. I missed a gem the first time as I was too locked in, but it didn't matter anyway since I got Cortex killed. But I guess since I didn't die, it doesn't void the achievement. Then I actually died this time trying to grab a gem and had to reset. I got that gem I missed earlier and the one I died trying to get, but got Cortex killed again. Like I said, Cortex dying doesn't void the achievement, so we press on. I eventually finished the level and got the achievement for getting the crystal and not dying in Bandicoot Pursuit. I got a sneaky gem behind a rock on the side, then did more puzzles for the remaining gems and the achievement for all gems in Bandicoot Pursuit. Now for the final level, Ant Agony. This is a pretty solid level that introduces some fun mechanics. First is these light platforms that disappear when you jump on them. They also introduce new ant enemies with jetpacks. It's a shame they only show up in this level. And then there are these color-coded light platforms that make an oddly satisfying sound. You also have some combat sections mixed in there to spice things up as well. I will say be sure to check your surroundings as a few gems tend to be off the beaten path. They also have the ball puzzles, but for whatever reason they are easier here than they are in Twinsanity Island. I did miss one gem because I wasn't paying attention and I didn't want to reset the whole level for the Deathless achievement, so I'll be back for it later. After another color platforming section, I grabbed the last crystal for an achievement. Then did another ball puzzle to unlock the final door to the evil twins. On the way there, we ran into Trophy and the others and got a surprise visit from Spyro again. Then after a long walk down the hallway, we got the achievement for being an Agony Deathless. Now for the evil twins, they get in this mech suit and have 3 phases with each character. In Nina's phase, we have to grapple up these towers and destroy the power sources on top. Try to get the twins and the smaller enemies away from you so they don't hit you as you climb up. In the second phase, Cortex steps up. What I have to do is shoot both his laser blaster and machine gun. He shoots a few rounds of bullets straight ahead and the blaster fires a beam that makes a shockwave. Run to the right to avoid both attacks and only stop to shoot, but don't shoot for too long. I got hit by the bullets, then died to the laser beam. I retried and got through the second phase finally. The final phase, Crash mans the Mecha Bandicoot. This phase is incredibly easy. Just move around and avoid the attacks and maneuver to an open spot in the force field to land a hit. I got the achievements for beating the game and for beating the evil twins Deathless. After the twins are killed, Cortex attempts to kill Crash again, but it backfires and he somehow ends up in his head. Now that the game is officially beaten, I'll be going back through the levels, getting the remaining gems for 100% and whatever other achievements I need before attempting the speedrun. We only need 3 gems, however this game doesn't have level select, so I have to travel through the level, beat it again, and play through any other levels to get to the hub world if needed. How nice! I got the last gem in Ice Climb for that achievement. Then Crash Dash for sliding over slope terrain for a second. In Cavern Catastrophe, I got that annoying gem in the gear section for all gems in this level. then the last gem in Agony for the all gems achievement and 100% completion achievement. We also get an achievement for watching the 100% achievement video as well. Now for the speedrun achievement, I have to beat the game in under 2 hours. This isn't too bad, and you don't have to be a speedrunner to do it. The main thing you need to do is not die, obviously. Well, not that much. A few deaths here and there isn't the end of the world. You can separate each area, Insanity Island, Iceberg Lab, Academy of Evil, and Twinsanity Island, along with their respective levels, into roughly 30-minute segments. If you're taking too long in a section, you won't have enough time. For example, I got to Iceberg Lab in like 27 minutes. There's also a few deathless achievements I need to get, and the time challenges for the 2 slide levels. Since I was doing this off camera too, I don't have the recording of the countless deaths I had in High Sea Hijinks, which essentially killed the first run. I loaded up to do a second attempt. I made it back to Slip Slide Ice Capades for the time attack achievement. I have to beat the level in 3 minutes and 10 seconds. The only tip I have is to hold circle to gain speed, but only do it in straightaways to avoid bumping needlessly. Also, I forgot to mention that you don't have to do the speedrun achievement in one sitting as well. Those world checkpoint crates mark your time if you need a break, and you can use them to reset if you're dying a lot. Back to Slip Slide, I died on a good run, so I had to reset the level to try again. I eventually got it with 2 seconds to spare. I got to Academy of Evil right around the hour mark, so we're doing good so far. In Boiler Room of Doom, I died trying to do the Deathless achievement in the same damn spot. I gave it another go and got the Deathless achievement at the start of Dingo's fight. Later on, I was going for the achievement for beating Rooftop Rampage Deathless, but messed up on the bus segment. We got to Twinsanity Island in an hour and 31 minutes, so I was cutting it kinda close. I don't have the achievement pop for beating Rock Slide Rumble in 1 minute and 45 seconds, but here's the best time shot. It was tough, but the same rules apply here. I got into Agony in an hour and 40 minutes, so I had 20 minutes to beat this level and the final boss. And here, you can't really save a whole lot of time, just avoid dying and hesitating on certain platforming sections. I screwed up a few jumps, so I had to reset a few times. By the time I got to the spiral cutscene, I had 10 minutes left. You can definitely do the boss in that time if you're quick. On Nina's phase, instead of falling down after you hit a power source, just grapple to the other side to speed up the fight. Cortex and Crash's sections remain the same, so I beat the game in an hour and 54 minutes for the achievement. Now I had to go back to Rooftop Rampage for the Deathless achievement again, and this happened. So after that debacle, I got the Deathless achievement for Rooftop Rampage and finally mastered Crash Twinsanity. Another game mastered. This set was a blast and I love any excuse to play one of my favorite Crash Bandicoot games. The biggest hurdle with this game is just the occasional jank on some of the slide levels, but otherwise a pretty chill set. If you enjoyed the video and want to see more like this, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe so you don't miss the next video. As always guys, keep it gaming. Take care.